G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and on this video it's going to be a little bit different because we're a VL down. So I thrashed on the VL all day yesterday, finished up polishing, tidying it up and all that kind of thing. Had a guy come fit the windows. Tow truck rocked up at about 4 o'clock. I was still finishing off the polishing, windows were still going in. Got it done, 5 o'clock, she was loaded on the truck and now it's on its way back home to Ballarat. So the VL is signed, sealed and gonna be delivered, right? So with that, we get to start something new. I cannot fucking wait. So this video is just gonna be a little bit of a chit chat, have a little bit of a yarn of some changes that are coming. I mentioned months ago about this and I never really said anything else about it. Just sort of kept the lip sealed and kept it to myself, but I'm gonna go into a bit of detail. I'm gonna explain what's going on basically. So I'll throw a couple of quick photos in of the VL being put on the truck, going, whatever. And then we're gonna have a bit of a yarn of the changes that's gonna be happening. So here's the VL all finished up. All right, so just before I get too far into this video, I just wanted to quickly touch on something. There was a bit of a post on Facebook in one of the early Commodore groups about channels with early Commodore builds and things like that. And I got a couple of mentions, so I was pretty chuffed with that. So, to be mentioned amongst the names that were on there, Jake's Chop Shop, Mindy J, Big Truck Parts Australia, they're all channels that I watch and love. So to be mentioned amongst all those guys, it's I'm pretty chuffed with it. So I just wanted to touch on that. So Matt Hildebrandt and Tim Milano, cheers boys for giving me a bit of a plug there. Really wasn't expecting that. I still I still find it hard to believe that people like watching my shit, but anyway. So if you've come from there, if you've had a look on Facebook and seen that and clicked on my channel, at the moment I'm doing this XC Ute, but in between I've got the best of life decisions over there that I'm doing. So there'll be videos on that. I've got to do another video on that car. I did a video probably 12 months ago and I've never done another video on it again. So there is more coming on that. And I've got the old, that's my VL there. I've been trying to build that for like 5 or 6 years or something. That's just sat there because it just has been neglected while I work on everyone else's car. But I'm gonna get stuck into that as well. So there is plenty of Commodores coming. I do have a couple others booked in for paint jobs and things like that. So there is more Commodore builds coming amongst me doing this ute. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. All right, so changes. I mentioned this a few months back on a video. Can't remember the video, but I mentioned it and never touched on it again, that there was going to be some changes, and it's happened. So for me, it's a big thing. For other people, it may not be a big thing, but I've gone to a 4-day working week at work. So for me, that's perfect. Gives me another day to come to the shed to do more work on the cars, which means I can obviously film more stuff. So I've got a whole nother day. But we've been doing that for a couple of weeks and I'm absolutely loving it. It's a long weekend every weekend, so it's great. But probably the biggest thing for me that is happening, we're moving sheds. So I've been here for 5-6 years now, and it's time to start fresh. And I mean, there's no issues. It's the main reason for it is the workshop is basically half an hour from home. So I've been asked a few times in videos, you know, where I'm located and things like that, and I've always tiptoed around it for that reason. Because I just get funny with, you know, the workshop not being really close to home, and, you know, I'll probably overthink shit. But anyway, so for probably 6 months or so, I've been looking at sheds in close to home. So, to answer the question, I am located in Shepparton, Victoria. So it's about 2 hours north of Melbourne, if you don't know where it is. That's where I am. I'm in Shepparton, and the workshop's about half an hour away. So I'm looking to move it all back to Shep, so I'm close to home. I'm only going to be 5-10 minutes from home to get to the shed. You know, I've got a long weekend every weekend, so it enables me to spend more time there. So I've been looking at sheds for the last 6 months. Nothing's really jumped out at me. And, you know, obviously with the prices of everything skyrocketing, I mean, some of the sheds are just absolutely ridiculous, the money that they're wanting for them. I've looked at sheds that are absolute shit boxes, and it's $400 or $500 a week, and be fucked if I'm paying that for it. So anyway, I went and looked at a shed yesterday, and I think it's going to be perfect for me. So the only difference is the shed is a little bit smaller, so I'm going to have to get used to that, but it won't be too bad. It's basically half the size of this. Can still fit 6 cars in it, but they're brand new sheds, so it's a part of a complex. There's another fella in there doing car stuff, but he's mainly just doing vinyl wrap and things like that, so it's a lot different to me, but it'll be good if other car people go in there. I just think it'd be a great little complex. But I went and looked at it yesterday. Did film a little short video of the shed, so I'll throw that in and give you guys a look at what we're going to be moving into. It's going to be sad to move out of this joint and get out of here. It's been a part of my life for 5 or 6 years, but I think it's just better to be close to home. So I'll have the task of packing everything up, getting everything sorted. Hopefully a few mates will come give me a hand move these cars, make the job easier and quicker. So hopefully within the next month or so, I'll be moving. It's really up to me getting everything packed and ready and finding a home for everything. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being back home and having the shop very close. So I did film a little video, so I'll throw that in and give you a look and see what you reckon. So I'll throw that in now. What do you reckon, mate? New shop, hey? Go have a look at the new shop. Hey, you better dig up all that fucking food you went burying. All right, so that's the shed. So yeah, the biggest thing is the space, but I think once I set the shed up properly when I move in, because I'm not going to just jam everything in and get to work, I'm going to actually set it up properly to utilise all the space that I've got. So Yeah, I'm wrapped with it. I'm stoked. I can't wait. You know, it is a bit smaller, but I can still get all my cars in and have enough room to work. I mean, it's basically sort of, you know, from the hoist across in size. I really don't utilise that side of the shop anyway, to be honest. So once I set everything up, get everything, you know, in a home and in a place, I think it's going to be fine. So yeah, I'll film the move and make a few little videos like that to keep you in the loop, and make a few little videos, something, you know, totally different to what you normally see on here. So yeah, I'm going to start on this ute now and start doing a video on that, tidy up the shed a bit and get some work done. So that's what's happening. That's what we're doing. So until then, I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you all watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Cheers.